What's up, y'all? You already know what it is. We are celebrating our 10,000th sale on Shopify with Cashcards. Well, most people, they like to secure the bag. This is called securing the bag. We're gonna go drop these off at the post office, see if we can even fit this in the Porsche. Taryn, what you wanna know about Cashcards?
Do they actually make you money?
Cashcards will definitely make both of us money. Cameraman keeping up. So, we're gonna go to the post office now. Just bought this car. It's not the dream Porsche. I'm hoping to order a 2022 911 Turbo S, completely specced out. Anyway, the license plate on that new Porsche is going to be Cashcards. The reason being is that Cashcards is a very profitable side of my business. And when I stepped into e-com, I didn't know a damn thing about e-commerce or running ads, manufacturing products, designing products, shipping, getting the accurate shipping prices. I didn't know any of that. And usually I think that's probably what stops a lot of you guys from actually doing something that you think about. A lot of people have a lot of good ideas. I hear them all the time. People are like, hey man, I got an idea. You know, you hang out with anybody, they all got ideas. I think most people just stop themselves because they don't really know what to do. But everything that you need to know how to do is learnable, searchable, Googleable. Googleable. Is that a word, Taryn?
I don't think so.
Not a word?
It is today.
It is today. But yeah, you just gotta do it, man. Cashcards, selling them right now for $49.99, less than a tank of gas. You can either go to the gas station and fill up your car and maybe like go 3, 4, maybe 500 miles, or you could give me your gas money. I'll teach you how to handle objections. You'll close more deals, make more money, and then you won't have to worry about gas prices. Just like I don't care about gas prices. If gas prices went to like 15 bucks, I'm cool with that because I know how to handle objections. I know how to sell. Now I will say one thing, I get a lot of hate on some of the ads. I got a lot of people that comment and they're like, well, if you really knew how to sell, you wouldn't actually need to handle objections. And that is absolute, total, utter bullshit. And here's why, is that regardless of how good you are of actually selling or how low your prices are or how badly your customer needs it, you're dealing with their subconscious. They're thinking about the fact that they don't really need your product, or they're thinking about the fact that they might not actually really use it. You know, I was down in Dallas earlier today. I was with the CEO of Vitalik Med Spas, and ultimately, like, the hardest part about getting people to do facials and get rid of wrinkles and body sculpting, any one of those things, is the fact that these people are used to the way that they look. It's difficult to get somebody that's 400 pounds to lose weight because their closet's already the same. They're used to being overweight. It doesn't matter what you're selling or how good you are at selling, you're going to hear objections because customers are already in their subconscious and they're thinking about the fact, again, that they're not really gonna use it or they're not gonna really benefit from it, or the fact that they don't really need it. And the truth is that you don't really need it. Do I really need a $140,000 car? Hell no. Do you really need a car? Not really. We got Uber. We got buses. You can walk, get a bicycle, do it like you did when you were a kid without a driver's license. But people buy cars, and so when they go into the car dealership, guess what? They're thinking about their payments, they're thinking about what their spouse is gonna say, they're thinking about insurance, they're thinking about gas prices. It's not those things that come out in an objection. Instead, you start hearing, I need to think about it, your price is too high, down payment's too much, yada, yada, yada. And that's why we have Cashcards. Cashcards are not there to like scam anybody. And by the way, another thing that people get wrong about Cashcards is they think it's like pushy. I'm not pushy. You've been through the cards, Taryn. You've been through a lot of my training over the last couple weeks. Every single one of these little cash cards ends in an actual question. It's not pushy. It's not meant to be divisive. It's not meant to do any of those things except for help you and your customer come to your own logical conclusion that purchasing your product is the right thing to do. So if you're smart, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to jordanstupar.com and you're gonna grab a deck of cash cards, because I'm gonna send out a couple hundred of them right now. I feel like Santa Claus. Hello. So, a really big bag full of bubble millers. Okay. Can I just leave this here?
Scan sheet or anything for them?
Probably not.
Oh. You don't know what
I had my employees fill this up. I was out of town and I just wanted to bring them out here before you guys close.
All right.
And can I get a bin too, by the way?
Just need one? Because I don't know. I would say, I don't know if that's going to be enough.
You know, maybe 2 bins will be good. Thank you. Thank you, you're the best. She was laughing her ass off when she saw me come in. I feel like the summer version of Santa Claus over here. All right then. What other hatred I get about Cashcards on these ads? It's mostly people just thinking that if you knew how to sell, you wouldn't have to handle objections. And you know what, y'all? If you can prove to me that you have never heard an objection and you are so good at selling that you never actually hear them, I'll shut my mouth. I'll take my ads down and I'll stop selling cash cards. If you can prove to me that nobody gives you objections, I'll take the ads down and I'll stop selling those things. I don't care if you email it to me, TikTok it to me, Instagram it to me. I mean, I will fly where you're at in the country and shadow you for a week and watch you sell. And if you don't hear an objection, I'll stop selling cash cards. I'll take the ads down and that'll be that. And I'll go back to normal sales stuff like I did my whole life till I started generating leads. In which case it is worth mentioning and patting myself on the back. Cash cards are sincerely genius. And if you're a business owner out there, you gotta give me a little bit of props right here for the fact that you guys pay money to generate leads. I get paid money to generate leads. And like on a 93% profit margin. And so what would you rather do? Get form fills, you know, with people that don't really remember that they filled out your form? Or would you rather get somebody to actually purchase something? You automatically collect all of their info, their name, their address, their phone number, email address. Dude, it's easy. I'm brilliant for that, but I can't take any credit for it. I really got to give the glory to God on that one. I'm just a dumb Wisconsinite who had an idea looking out the window, and I wasn't like looking for that idea. I was just looking out my bedroom window, and all of a sudden I was like, wait a second, flashcards for closers. And then it dawned on me that I should do this. But before I did it, the first thing I did is I went to figure out, is there a market for this? And so I went into Google and I started looking for sales objection flashcards, or the things that you guys are Googling in order to find my cash cards. And I saw that nobody had ever tried making them. There was somebody that had like blank cards where you would put in your own objection and then your own response. But the problem with that is that most people can't list off all the objections that they think they're gonna hear. And also, most people don't have the right responses. So obviously that wasn't really much of a hit product, I'm assuming. And so I decided to create my own. I put them on the market. I bought 25 decks. And honestly, quite honestly about cash cards, I thought I'd have to give them away. But I put them up on my private Facebook page or my personal page or whatever, and I just did like a selfie holding some cards, and I sold out all 25 decks in 20 minutes. They were gone. And so I ordered 50 decks, and I did another post, and I was like, back in stock, baby. And like, boom, 50 decks of cards gone in like a half hour. Then I bought like 100 decks, and then I posted like, back in stock again, all 100 sold. And then I realized that I was onto something. I started buying 500 at a time, 1,000 at a time, 2,500 decks at a time. I have another 1,500 decks coming in tomorrow. We've sold over 20,000 decks in all 50 states, 39 countries around the world. There's people with cash cards. I'm talking Israel, Morocco, Australia, England, Ireland, China. People are buying cash cards all over the world. It's really, really been a cool product, and I'm pumped about it. Helps pay the bills, and hopefully I can help pay your bills too. It's the entrepreneurship dream right there. We got people making money, I make money, the post office makes money, my card manufacturer makes money, Facebook makes money, TikTok now makes money, YouTube makes money, all off of an idea that I had. Pretty dope, and that's the entrepreneurial dream.